Hey everyone, welcome back to the Newsroom Global. Today, let's talk about something we all face, air pollution. This isn't just headline far from away, it's part of our daily reality, especially here in India. Every winter, those of us living in North India especially can literally see and feel the smog blanketing our cities. It's almost become a season in itself. But it's not just a winter drama. Cities like Mumbai have bad air most of the year, thanks to all the industrial activity and vehicle traffic. So it's not the same distant problem, it's right here every morning when we step outside or send our kids to the school. Sometimes people ask, why does it get so bad in the winter? It's not just one reason. We have got low temperatures, stubborn wind patterns, farmers burning leftover crops stubble in their fields, and yes, festive firecracks adding extra smoke into the mix. Makes you wonder, is clean air too much to ask for? While we all complain, there's a lot we can learn from other countries who have lived through worse. Take China, for example. Once upon a time, Beijing and cities across China wrestled with air so polluted that people protested in the streets. Even though it's an authoritarian state, it wasn't just a smoke. Rivers were polluted, skies were always grey, and it made international headlines when they hosted the Olympics. The main villain? Tiny particles called PM 2.5. The stuff comes from heavy industries, coal burned for heating, vehicle exhaust, power plants, crop burning, and yes, sometimes even fertilizers, all blending to create what was called an airpocalypse. Airpocalypse. But China didn't just complain, they acted, and there's something we can learn from here. The government got serious not just with speeches but with real policies. They made pollution such a big issue that it became part of how officials were judged and promoted. Factories that pumped out the worst emissions were either cleaned up or shut down. They invested in equipment to control pollution, and they didn't shy away from tough choices. Want to hear something cool? Shenzhen became the first city in the world to convert every single bus, over 16,000 of them, to electric. No tailpipe emissions. Shanghai and other cities quickly followed, making electric vehicles a centerpiece of their fight against smog. Even after all this, they had to keep watch. When there was a power shortage, some old coal plants came back online, risking pollution all over again. Shows you tough problems need constant vigilance. Now, why does this work? From 2013 onwards, almost 80% of China enjoyed better air quality. Experts say things like shutting down bad coal boilers, controlling household heating, and getting old polluting factories offline made the real difference. Vehicle rules and cleaner alternatives added to the impact. But every model has limits. China's system is super centralized, and sometimes desperate local leaders fudge the numbers to get ahead. And when energy demand spikes, dirty fuels creep back in. Plus, some say their air standards aren't as tough as the West. Still, the turnaround is remarkable. So, what about India? We have also passed environment laws, started air quality programs, and triggered emergency plans like GRAP when things get really bad, but our efforts aren't as long-term or continuous. Our policies wait until the air is so toxic we need a crisis response. And most of our action is restricted to Delhi NCR, while pollution rages in other regions too. Here's what experts point out. China's success boils down to two things: political will and putting real money behind clean air. The officials were held accountable for pollution, not just given orders. In India, we need stronger accountability from local factories to national policymakers. One difference is how people get their energy. In China, by the time they started cleaning up, most households already had access to electricity. In India, millions still rely on burning biomass fuels in the kitchens. The LPG subsidy helps, but cleaner fuel needs to become truly affordable. And then there's the whole challenge of unequal resources and the fear that being eco-friendly will slow economic growth. Our governance is more complicated too. China has a single top-down system. In India, there are overlapping jurisdictions and government layers, so no one's ever entirely sure who's responsible. Thankfully, our courts and public interest lawsuits have driven some progress, but real change, it'll need all the hands-on-the-deck approach. So, what's the takeaway for us as citizens? China shows coordinated action can cut urban air pollution fast, but India must build its own path, one that fits our society and our reality. We need cleaner fuel, honest reporting, accountability, and a louder voice from every citizen demanding the right to clean air. Tell us, how does air pollution affect you and your family? Do you think we can learn from China, or do we need to invent our own solutions? Drop your thoughts below and join the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that matter right here on the Newsroom Global. Thank you.